It's Kanitha the Diva, your YouTube video vixen. And today I'm going to be talking about my authentic MAC brushes because many of you, actually, I got the most comments ever seen from me based off of my MAC knockoff brush collections, because any of you who have seen my videos before know that I have more brushes than I think God ever meant for any woman to have, especially considering that I'm actually not a makeup artist. But excuse me. But anyway, so today I'm going to be talking about my authentic MAC brushes and kind of comparing them to some of my knockoffs or cheaper brands. So let's just get started with the one that I don't really have a comparison with. That is the MAC 182 Kabuki. I absolutely love this brush. Hands down, the best brush I've ever had. So yeah, the Kabuki, it's very soft. I was using a Studio Tools Kabuki, and I thought that was the greatest brush in the world. Till I got this. Worth every penny. Yeah, if you can't afford going to MAC and buying one, try checking out eBay sites, because I'm actually selling one of my brushes, which I'll tell you about, on eBay right now. And I think I only have another 2 days of it listing. But yeah, so go check that out. Definitely the 182, very soft, great Kabuki brush. For those of you who don't know about Kabuki brushes, you can use them really great for powder. I used it even with my mineral. I remember I used to put the lotion on my hand and put the mineral on, mineral foundation, as well as blush, whatever you want. You can pretty much do all your face makeup with this brush. So anyway, from there, now after that, I have the MAC 187. Okay, this is the dual fiber stippling brush. This is the large one. They have a small one. I think that's the MAC 188. And I bought the MAC 187 because I don't know if you guys remember when I did my challenge where I had gone to the MAC store and I had the girl do half my face, and then I did the other half of my face with my drugstore products. But I didn't have one of these, and I really wanted one because I had been doing my makeup like that for quite a while. I've changed my routine for foundation a little bit since then. I can tell you guys about that later. But anyway, I wanted one, and I wanted the big one because I had done my tutorial with this. This is the Kirkland skunk brush from 2008. Yes. And this one works very good too. The only difference, I think this is more compared to the MAC 188, and because it's much smaller, as you can see. But they have a really good density. They're both very soft, but this is still so much softer. And I never thought this wasn't until I use this. But yeah, I think I have to do a lot less pressure too when putting on makeup than I did with this. I used to kind of have to push really hard, whereas this one, it still feels soft even when I put a little more pressure on, because if you want a light airbrush look, you use the white bristles right here. Push a little harder when you want a little more application, and now I'm at the black bristles, you see? But yeah, that's just a little comparison to that. Then I also have 168 SE. This is a special edition brush. This is the cheek, slanted cheek blush coloring. I like this brush. Like I said, if you're gonna more so come down like this and then blend it out. But in comparison to this, I have my MAC knockoff, and this is also the 168 SE. No, it doesn't say SE because it's not shorthanded. But you see, if you want to see a little bit of the difference, okay, this one's a little more choppy, and this one it's a little more choppy in how it was cut versus this white one. Here, let me put that against the dark because my light's kind of whiting it out. But I would say that this one's actually softer, but I think it's because it's not as dense. Whereas the original has more bristles in it, which will actually cause it to last a little longer. But yeah, normally when I use this, I just want a light application anyway. So I did end up using this brush more, whereas this one will give you a heavier application, which is great, but I guess maybe I didn't have a soft enough hand or what, but so I ended up using this one mostly rather than the original, the actual authentic MAC. Okay, let's give you an eye brush to check out. So this is the MAC 239. Okay, I just got this out of the mail because I ordered it. And it's very stiff. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be that stiff. But I guess that's because they say this is really good for packing on color. I don't know. I can't give you a full review on that because I haven't used this one yet. But this is my MAC knockoff. And you see there's a huge difference between the real 239 and my MAC knockoff 239. I'll show you the sides. All right, let me put the, on a dark surface. Can you see? This one's much thicker than this one. So I believe that's probably why this one's so known for being well to pack on color. I would say that this brush is kind of just like any average brush that you would buy, my MAC knockoff, just like any average brush, whereas the authentic, I can't tell you for sure because I haven't used it yet, but it's supposed to be able to pack on color. Like, this is supposed to be like one of your staple brushes, you know. So I had to get it, and I'm excited that I did. I can't wait to try it. So then, the MAC 116. Now, when I bought this brush, I forgot to check the number on my MAC 129 knockoff. Okay, so this is my MAC 129 knockoff. This is my MAC 116. I use my MAC 129 knockoff every day on my blush. Every day. Whenever I do my blush, is with this brush. So I was like, you know what? I want to get the authentic of this. And I was in my living room and I didn't check the number, and I ended up getting this one, which is still great, but look, it's very smaller, and when I do my blush, I just have to do a little more work with my circles, but this is really great for turning it to the side and doing your contouring better than for your blush. So I'm still on the hunt to find me one of these, but maybe on eBay because I'm a little broke. But I mean, find me one of these, but maybe on eBay because I'm a little broke. But I love this brush either way. It's very soft, unbelievably. I can close my eyes and tell you which one's authentic and which one's not. And I'm not talking about based off the handles, because there is a difference in the handles. This one's much thicker and a matte finish, whereas this is a little more glossy and thinner. But I mean, like, I can just close my eyes and based off the feel, that's the 116. Totally right. Okay. All right, last brush this is one I'm actually selling on eBay. Not because it's bad, just because I realized I really don't have a use for it. I thought this would be a lot smaller. This is the 275 because I just looked at it online and I wanted a brush to do like my cut creases with. And I would probably say you can do that with this, but I wanted it smaller because I don't have a whole lot of room on my eye. And I would say this is really good for like probably contouring your nose. However, I don't really contour my nose. It's a little bit of a protest for me. I'm not going to get into that. But anyway. So this is the MAC 275. Unbelievably soft. I love this. It's not stiff like the 239 at all. No. It's very unbelievably soft. I love it. And yeah, like I said, it's an angle brush. I do have the brush111.com knockoff version. You see how fat this is compared? Here, look. That doesn't even look like the same brush. It's like, were you guys even trying? Are you kidding me? Look, from my crease, it goes all the way up to my brow. makes this one look small. But anyway, yeah, this is the one I'm selling. I still have the wrapping and everything. I have not used it yet. I did clean it. See, there's a little wrapping. But I'll put the link to my eBay for this. But yeah, overall, I mean, this one's soft too, but not as soft, the knockoff. Because I was trying to compare. I forgot to tell you guys my comparison. But yeah, so I'll also put on the link to my eBay. So if any of you want to bid on it, go ahead. I don't know if I have 2 days or it might even be only 1 day now. But I'll put that on there if you guys want to check that out. If you guys have any more, more of a descriptive impression of my brushes, let me know. Excuse me. But those are my Authentic Macs. My collection is always growing. You guys know I love my brushes. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Stay fierce, and mwah. Later days.